Africa is booming with billion-dollar economies, fast-growing cities, and powerful industries. But which countries led the pack when it comes to wealth? Today, we're counting down the top 5 richest countries in Africa by GDP. Stick around to the end, you'll see what's really driving Africa's economic rise. Let's get into it. At number 5, we have Ethiopia, one of the most dynamic economies in East Africa. Despite challenges, Ethiopia's GDP has grown massively over the past decade, reaching over $156 billion in 2024. Ethiopia's economy is powered by agriculture, especially coffee exports, and major infrastructure projects like roads, dams, and railways. It also has one of the youngest populations on the continent, a key asset for long-term growth. Would you have guessed Ethiopia in the top 5? Let me know in the comments. At number 4, it's Algeria, sitting on massive reserves of oil and natural gas. With a GDP of over $206 billion, this North African giant thrives on energy exports, which account for around 90% of government revenue. Algeria is one of the few African countries with a sovereign wealth fund and low foreign debt. The country is investing heavily in renewable energy and economic diversification to reduce its dependence on oil. Coming in at number 3 is Egypt, with a GDP of $387 billion. Egypt has long been a regional powerhouse thanks to its strategic location, massive population, and booming sectors like tourism, real estate, and the Suez Canal. The Suez Canal alone brings in over $8 billion annually in toll revenue. That's a major income stream. Plus, Egypt is emerging as a tech and logistics hub connecting Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. At number 2 is South Africa, with a diversified economy worth $399 billion. It's home to the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, Africa's most advanced financial market, and global companies in mining, banking, and telecoms. South Africa is rich in resources like gold, platinum, and diamonds, but it's also known for world-class banking systems, tourism, and manufacturing. Despite economic challenges, it remains one of Africa's most influential economies. And at number 1, it's Nigeria, with a staggering GDP of $510 billion. As Africa's largest economy and most populous country, Nigeria dominates in oil production, fintech, entertainment, and entrepreneurship. From oil exports to booming digital services and one of the most influential music industries in the world, Nigeria is a cultural and economic giant. And with a rapidly growing tech scene in places like Yaba, Lagos is being called Africa's Silicon Valley. So there you have it, the 5 richest countries in Africa by GDP. These nations are shaping the continent's future with energy, innovation, and raw ambition. If you learned something new, smash that like button, subscribe for more powerful African stories, and comment below, which country do you think will rise to number 1 in the next 10 years?